यजामहे सगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमिव बन्धनान् मृत्योर्मुक्षीयममृतातो.
Namaste. Nothing in this world that was great was ever accomplished without two things: a lot of energy and concentration of that energy, directed energy. These are the two common elements of every great achievement, whether it's outward or inward. And Paramhansa Yogananda developed a series of exercises that can help us to that. Exercises that can help us draw an abundant supply of energy into the body and learn to control that energy. They're called the Energization exercises, and that will be the focus of this class and the next two classes. They're a series of 39 exercises that take about 10 to 12 minutes is all when you really know them. We'll be going through them much more slowly in this class and the next one so that we can focus on some of the details of their practice. But the general principle is very simple. The body is like a battery that we can charge, and we're going to charge it part by part, body part by body part, by tensing the body part, because tension is the result of having sent energy to the body part, and then relaxing, releasing the energy from its job of causing tension to just generally staying in that body part, holding there for our use later in whatever we choose to do, whether it's an outward activity or inward, like meditation. So first, let's do an experiment. I'd like you to tense your right forearm. I'll be your mirror image here. Begin to tense your right forearm and tense it harder. Squeeze harder, really hard now, as hard as you can. And release, close your eyes and hold the two forearms out in front of you and compare the feeling between the two. And you probably are feeling that the right forearm is somehow lighter, more alive perhaps. Maybe there's a tingling sensation, but there's something that really sets it apart from the left. That's energy. There is energy that is underneath the surface of whatever's going on physiologically. There's energy happening in that body part. So when we tense a body part in these exercises, we're tensing with willpower, but not grim determination. Okay? That's no fun for one thing, but also it limits the amount of energy that we can bring to bear. Think in terms of willingness instead. If you're open, cooperating with energy, rather than trying to dominate it with your will, you'll be able to draw a lot more energy into your body. You'll feel much more vitalized by these exercises. So let's tense the other forearm now, the left forearm, with that idea of willingness, of openness, of cooperation. Close the eyes and let's tense the left forearm. A little harder, squeeze harder, harder still, really hard, hard as you can, and then even more. Squeeze and slowly release. Eyes closed, hold both arms out in front of you now, and probably the left forearm is now feeling more alive than the right, because we've been able to bring more and more energy into it. Yogananda used to say, the greater the will, the greater the flow of energy. But again, think willingness, not just will. We tense the body part, we tense with will, with willingness, and we relax and feel. This is the time, the relaxation phase, when you can really feel the energy as distinct from bodily tension. Very important. Tense with will, relax and feel. Try to isolate just the body part or parts that you're concentrating on at that time. Don't let the tension creep into the neighboring parts. It will teach you a lot more bodily control as well. And a number of these exercises are done with a special breathing technique called a double breath. And that is a short, then a long inhalation through the nose, and the short, long exhalation through nose and mouth. Okay, I'll let you know when we do this special breath with the exercises. Any other time, just keep the breath flowing as feels natural. So we'll go through about the first half, a little bit more than the first half of these exercises in this class. Then we'll do a few asanas, and then we'll have a meditation period. So let's do these together. And assisting today will be Puan. Okay, the very first exercise is double breathing, palms to touching. Now, we'll demonstrate this first, just the movement, then we'll add the tension, then we'll add the breath, just to make it simpler to learn. The movement, palms together in front, knees are flexed, and then you open out to the side and bring into fists as you straighten the knees. And then you come back. Very simple movement. Okay. Now the tension part. As we are coming up, we tense the body in a wave from the feet upward so that by the time the arms are fully out to the side, the whole body is tensed, and then we relax in a wave from the top down. So the whole body is as relaxed as it can be. So we tense up in a wave, relax down in a wave. Okay? And then to add the breath, we double inhale as we're tensing up in a wave, double exhale as we're relaxing down. Let's try it. Double inhale, squeeze up. Double exhale, relax down. And again. Good. All right, that in itself is a wonderful exercise for charging the body with energy. If you find yourself in just having just a moment when you need to perk up, do just that exercise. It is wonderful for charging the body with energy. Now, one thing to remember as we're charging this body with energy, that energy has in it the consciousness of divine joy. This is not energy like electricity. This is prana, life force, which has divine consciousness in it. So try to feel not just that you're being energized, but you're being joyfulized. So, let's try the next one, which is calf recharging. Stand on the right foot. Again, on your mirror image here. Squeeze the left calf as you move the foot up behind. Relax the top. Squeeze down. Relax the bottom. Squeeze up. Relax. Squeeze down. Relax. And again. And then hold the foot up behind. Ankle rotation. Tension around the ankle. All of these exercises use tension, other direction, except for the very last one, which we won't even get to today. Okay, let's do the other side now. Staying on the left foot, squeeze the right calf up, relax, squeeze down, relax. So we tense during the movement, relax the end of the movement. One more. If you have trouble balancing, just hold on to that left elbow. Okay? And then ankle rotation and reverse. Tension around the ankle. Good. Now it's going to get a little easier. Balance won't be a part of the equation. We're going to simultaneously tense the left calf and the left forearm. Squeeze and release. Thigh and upper arm and release. Now something to remember while you're doing these. Tense smoothly, like you're turning up the rheostat on a light. You tense from low to medium, high, so high that the body part vibrates with energy, and then turn it down slowly to complete relaxation. So try it again. Calf and forearm, low, medium, high, high, medium, low, complete relaxation. Thigh and upper arm, and relax. Calf and forearm, relax. Thigh and upper arm, and relax. Let's do the other side now. Remember, not grim determination, but joyful, willing cooperation. Calf and forearm, squeeze, release. Thigh and upper arm, release. Calf and forearm. Thigh and upper arm. Calf and forearm, thigh and upper arm. Okay, and then both sides together, calves and forearms. Squeeze 4 body parts simultaneously and relax. Thighs and upper arms. Relax. Calves and forearms, low, medium, high, high, medium, low. Thighs and upper arms. And one more time. It's calves and forearms. Thighs and upper arms. Good. Okay, left buttock and left chest will simultaneously tense them. And if you have trouble kind of locating a body part, how do I tense that area? It can be very helpful just to touch that body part, for example, the chest, and try to create tension underneath the touch of your fingers. So left buttock and left chest, squeeze and release. Right buttock and right chest, release. Left side, release. Right side, release. And if you need to make a big movement in with your shoulder in order to get that tension, go ahead, but ideally we just leave the shoulder where it is. Left buttock and chest, relax. Right buttock and chest, and relax. Now we're going to tense some muscles in the back side of the torso alongside the spine. I'll ask Puan to turn around, and I'll point out on her where we're tensing so you can get a better sense of it. We're going to start in the low back on the left side. Squeeze and release. In the lower right and release. Lower left. Relax. Lower right. And one more time. Left and right. Okay, now the mid-back on the left side and the right side. It may help you to just draw that shoulder blade back a bit. Relax. But if you don't need to draw the shoulder blade back, don't do it. Left side and right side. Main thing is tension, not movement. Left and right. Okay, now the upper back, just above shoulder blades here. Left side and right side. Again, if it helps to draw the shoulder, go ahead. And left. We'll try to minimize the movement. And right. And once more on the left. Once more on the right. All right. Turn around. And let's do shoulder rotation. Fingertips on the shoulders. Tension in the shoulders. This is not a loosening up exercise. This is a charging with energy exercise. So tension and circle the whole shoulder. And then reverse direction. Okay. Now we're going to work on the spine. We've kind of been working more in the periphery of the body, gradually moving in closer and closer, starting at the top of the spine with the neck, throat area. So tense in front. And relax. Tense again. Relax. One more time. Relax. Most of us in this tense world these days have no trouble creating tension in our neck. It happens automatically, but relaxing it is a wonderful skill to have. Now try to isolate just the left side of the neck. Here you really may need to touch in order to figure out how to do that. Squeeze the left side. And relax, and then squeeze on the right side. And relax. If you don't need to touch, please don't. Left side, relax, and right side. And once more on the left. Once more on the right. Relax. Now we tense the back of the neck in a little different way. We will release the chin toward the chest, and with a double inhalation, we'll lift the head, tensing the back of the neck. Let's try it. Double inhale, squeeze up. Double exhale, relax down. Again. Now with tension all through the neck, we're going to make circles with head and neck. Okay, so squeezing through the neck as we circle one way And the other way. Are you remembering joy? Are you remembering willing cooperation? A smile will help. Okay. Now we're going to make circles without tension, but not totally without tension so the head would flop around. Keep the neck, head under control, but relaxation within that control as you circle one way and the other way. Okay, now the rest of the spine is going to be the focus of the next 5 exercises. We're going to separate the feet at just a comfortable distance here for balance, and we're going to twist the hips and shoulders opposite directions. The primary movement is going to be in the shoulders. The hips are just going to twist a little bit in the opposite direction. So it looks like this. The hands are below waist level. So make sure your shoulders are moving, not just your elbows. Okay? Let's try it. Side to side. Okay, so the head stays facing straight forward. Now we're going to do spinal rotation. I'll turn sideways so you can get a better view of this. We're going to bend forward a little bit at the hips, but we're going to arch the spine into a backward bend. And we have the hands here, but I just have my hands down so you can see the backward bend. All right, and then keep the backward bend as you circle the upper body. Try to keep the upper body moving as a single unit so the head's not doing something other than the rest of the spine is doing, and reverse direction. All right, back to center. Now, squeezing around the spine again, not into a backward bend, but just squeezing as we tip side to side. Again, the whole spine moves as a single unit. So these are not stretches. Again, these are rechargers. Now, we're going to adjust the individual vertebra in the spine. Bring your hands into fists on either side of the lower portion of the spine and bend forward a bit and push up and in. You might want to come up on the balls of the feet slightly. Come down, move the hands higher. Do it again. Just work your way up the spine until you've gone as high as you can. This in itself is a great one for when you take a break during a long car ride. It's a great one for just settling the spine into more of its natural, healthy place. Now, the last one of the spinal sequence is a little tricky, so let me demonstrate it first before you try to follow along. It's going to be an upper spinal twist, but so the hips are going to be stationary. Only the arms are going to twist around behind with tension behind, following with your eyes, and then relax forward and tense the other side. Relax forward, but it goes fairly quickly. So let's try this. Arms out in front. Tense back, relax forward, side to side. But remember the tension going back. Without that, it's not a recharging exercise. One more time. All right. Now, we're going to go up into the head and brain area. First, with the knuckles, we're going to briskly wrap the skull all over. It's wonderful for getting your attention, your own attention, waking up the brain cells. And then we're going to massage the scalp. Plant the fingertips firmly on the scalp and massage forward and back and left and right, and circles one way and circles the other, and move to a new location, do it the same way. You get all over the scalp. Really loosening it from the skull, but also with the energy of the hands, you're charging the brain with energy. Now, this next one is pretty unusual. It's called medulla massage. We're massaging the medulla oblongata, which is a part of the brain, the lowest portion of the brain, right where the spinal cord meets the brain. Very important part of your body physiologically, but it's also a very important part of your body metaphysically, because it is the central entry point for the life force to come into the body. not the physical medulla oblongata, but its counterpart in the energy body. Well, you can't touch the medulla oblongata, even the physical one, but you can stimulate it. You can release tension around the medulla in order to allow more energy to come in. And why would there be tension there in the first place? Because the medulla oblongata is not only the primary entry point for the life force, it is the seat of ego. And when we have a strong sense of ego, which is not that I'm great, it's just that I'm separate. So maybe I think I'm great, maybe I think I'm terrible. Both are equally ego, overly concentrating on the self. And when we have tension back here, where the medulla is just below the skull, right in the center, and in a little bit, when you hold tension back there, that inhibits the flow of energy into the body. So concentration on ourselves, our small selves, inhibits the flow of life force. So we're going to massage the medulla and open up that aperture a bit so more energy can flow in. With the first 3 fingers of each hand at the medulla, Pawan, would you please turn around and just place your hands back there. We're going to circle with pressure 3 times in one direction, and then 3 times in the opposite direction, and then double inhale, tense back against the resistance of your fingers. Double exhale, relax forward. Back up to neutral and circle one way. Circle the other way. Double inhale, tense back. Double exhale, relax forward. One more time, circles. And tense back. Okay. Bicep recharging. Interlace the fingers over the head. Tense just the left bicep. Squeeze it and release it. The right bicep, squeeze and release. Are you remembering joy, by the way? Left bicep and relax. Right bicep. This shouldn't be work. This should be joy. Left, relax, right, and relax. When you finish the whole sequence of energization exercises, the body should be just singing, not only with energy, but with joy. So let's get it singing. The last sequence that we'll do in this particular class is 20-part body recharging. The first part of this is very simple. Deep double inhalation, hold the breath, tense the entire body. Squeeze even more, as hard as you can, just like you were squeezing the forearm earlier. And double exhale. And relax. Even that alone is a wonderful energization exercise. Now, we're going to look at 20 individual parts, tensing and relaxing each one in turn. We start with the left foot. Squeeze, curl the toes, and relax. Right foot, and relax. Left calf, squeeze, release. Right calf, and release. Left thigh, relax. Right thigh, relax. Left buttock, and right, relax. And the lower portion of the abdomen, below the navel, squeeze that in and release. Upper abdomen above the navel, squeeze it in and release. Left forearm, relax. Right forearm, relax. Left upper arm, right upper arm, relax. Left side of chest, relax. Right side, left side of neck, relax. And right, front of neck, back of neck, and relax. Okay, that was 20 parts. Now we're going to tense those same 20 parts, this time holding the tension in each one as you move quickly up through the body. When you know these exercises, you're in practice, you would do this with one long inhalation, but we're going to go slower than that today. So in order to really focus on these individual body parts. So tense the left foot, hold the tension. Right foot, hold the tension. Left calf, hold. Right calf. Left thigh, right thigh. Left buttock, right buttock. Lower abdomen, upper abdomen. Left forearm, right forearm. Left upper arm, right upper arm. Left side of chest, right. Left side of neck, right. Front of the neck, back of the neck, so everything's tense. Squeeze, vibrate with energy. Then we relax the entire neck, drop the chin to chest, release just the right chest, just the left. Right upper arm, left. Right forearm, left. Upper abdomen, lower. Right buttock, left. Right thigh, left. Right calf, left. Right foot, and left. Deep double inhalation. Double exhale and relax. Okay, that's as far as we're going to go with the energization exercises today. We're going to do a few asanas in a moment, but first, just close the eyes. Turn your gaze upward to the point between the eyebrows. This is the center of will in the body. And as you learn these exercises, it's good to really feel that you're sending directly messages directly from the point between the eyebrows to the body parts, causing the tension and relaxation. But in the beginning, it may just be more of a physical exercise for you, and that's fine. But over time, as you know them, you want to close your eyes, turn your gaze to the spiritual eye, and you'll get a much deeper experience out of these. So just a few breaths here. Enjoy hopefully your body is energized and you're feeling lighter. You're feeling more joyful. In fact, it wouldn't hurt to let the corners of your mouth tug up a little bit to do your share in being joyful. Don't wait for something to make you joyful. Cooperate with it. Okay, let's open the eyes once again. We're going to do just a few asanas now. And remember, these exercises go much more quickly once you know them. The whole set of 39 of them, which is more than we did today, takes only about 10 or 12 minutes when you know them for yourself. But we're going very slow as a learning activity. So we're going to do Virabhadrasana 2, Warrior 2 pose. Wonderful asana for allowing this life force to flow through you, allowing God's joy to flow through you. Let's step the feet wide apart on your mat. And turn the left leg out 90 degrees. Right leg rotates in. Let's inhale, arms out to the sides, palms to the sky. Exhale, bending left knee, come into a deep lunging position. Turn your gaze out over left arm. Chest is forward, but your gaze is turned. Breath is flowing smoothly through you, but more than that, the life force continues to flow smoothly through you. Take nice, deep, easy breaths. See if you can come down a little deeper into the lunging position, perhaps all the way to a horizontal thigh. And let energy do the pose through you. Your job is to concentrate on the life force. It's not to be stressed out about holding a position that requires a little effort. Mentally affirm, I joyfully manifest the power of God. I joyfully manifest the power of God. And let's inhale, coming up, toes forward, stretch tall. Exhaling, relax, arms down. Just close the eyes, lift the gaze to the point between the eyebrows, and enjoy not just the relief of going away from physical effort, but enjoy the life force flowing easily through you. And more than that, the joy within the life force. Let's do the other side. Turn the right leg out 90 degrees, right? Left leg rotates in. And let's inhale open. And now come into the lunge. Dropping into a nice deep lunging position here. Chest is forward, gazing out over right arm. Really feel yourself lengthening through the fingertips, shoulders. Relax down. Keep the breath smooth and easy. Silently affirm, I joyfully manifest the power of God. I joyfully manifest the power of God. Just a little bit more joy for a last breath here. Joy makes everything easier and, by the way, more fun. All right, let's inhale, coming up, toes forward. Exhaling, relax arms down to your sides. And let's step the feet back into Tadasana. Close the eyes, lift the gaze. As you lift the gaze, feel that awakened energy that you've drawn into the body through energization, through Virabhadrasana 2, rising to the brain. Now let's come into firm pose, Vajrasana. Sitting back on the heels. If it works for you to have right big toe over left, please do. Palms up, junction of thigh and abdomen. We've been standing for a while here. Let the legs relax. Let the weight of the upper body squeeze any tensions out of the legs. Close the eyes, lift the gaze to the point between the eyebrows. Wonderful pose for quieting the mind. Try to feel that inner stillness coming over you. In the midst of a lot of energy, it's not incompatible, stillness and energy. Mentally affirm, in stillness I touch my inner strength. In stillness, I touch my inner strength. Now, let's come down into child pose. Balasana, arms to your sides, and bring the forehead down to the floor. We're going to do a wonderful asana for bringing that awakened energy that's kind of generally been through the body, bringing it more into the spine, because the spine's a passageway through which the energy can go to the brain. We're going to do Sasamgasana, hair pose. Grasp your heels with your hands, so the thumbs along the outer edge of the foot, fingers curling onto instep. Bring the forehead in a little closer to your knees, and inhaling, lift the hips up, stretching arms straight. Excellent. One. Keep the breath flowing. Put your concentration on the spine. Feel like the spine is reaching forward and the hands are resisting that reach. The result being that more and more energy, more and more magnetism is coming to the spine. As you silently affirm, I am master of my energy. I am master of myself. And relax to child pose once again. Just let the body soften. We're going to do another asana that's wonderful for charging the body with energy. Bhujangasana, Cobra pose. So let's come full length onto your belly. Hands to the floor beside your chest. Elbows in close. And pressing the pubis into the floor. Let's inhale and lift shoulders and head. Using the back muscles, not just pushing up with the arms. The arms help, but keep the back muscles engaged even when the arms get into it a bit. Keep the back muscles engaged. That's what's going to charge the spine with energy. Lift your gaze. The whole body lifting up. But feel it's lifting more through the rising sensation as you inhale than through muscle power. Mentally affirm, I rise joyfully to meet each new opportunity. I rise joyfully to meet each new opportunity. And let's relax back down to the floor and press back in a child pose as soon as you have a moment to relax. Let the back side of the torso stretch out a little bit, releasing a bit of tension that may have accumulated there from the muscle tension. Go ahead and just let it soften away. And then let's come up into upright sitting cross-legged position. If you want to sit on a cushion, as I'm going to do, please do. If you want to sit in a chair, please do, because we're going to be in this position for a little more than 5 minutes here. One more asana, Parvatasana, seated mountain pose. Inhaling, bring the palms together up overhead, and exhaling, soften elbows and shoulders. Next inhalation, finish the inhalation by drawing the navel in, drawing the abdomen in and holding the breath. Just hold as long as is comfortable to close the eyes and turn your gaze up to the point between the eyebrows. And when you need to exhale, go ahead and do so, and take your next inhalation in the same way, which is to say, finish the inhalation by drawing the abdomen in. So pushing energy up from below, magnetism of your hands, attracting it upward from above. Silently affirm, my thoughts and energy rise up to touch the sky. My thoughts and energy rise up to touch the sky. And let's exhaling, release the arms down to comfortable sitting position. Again, gaze upturned, behind closed eyelids. We're going to do an affirmation now. Wonderful affirmation from Nayaswami Gyandenda's book, Affirmations for Self-Healing. Affirmation for energy. I'll say it once through and then we'll do it out loud, responsively, gradually going softer and softer, but with more strength, more power each time. So here's the whole affirmation. Within me lies the energy to accomplish all that I will to do. Behind my every act is God's infinite power. So let's do it responsively now, out loud if possible, but in any event with a lot of energy. Within me lies the energy to accomplish all that I will to do. Behind my every act is God's infinite power. Within me lies the energy to accomplish all that I will to do. Behind my every act is God's infinite power. Now softer with still more energy. Within me lies the energy to accomplish all that I will to do. Behind my every act is God's infinite power. Now whisper with still more energy. Within me lies the energy to accomplish all that I will to do. Behind my every act is God's infinite power. Now silently with still more energy along with me. Within me lies the energy to accomplish all that I will to do. Behind my every act is God's infinite power. Within me lies the energy to accomplish all that I will to do. Behind my every act is God's infinite power. Within me lies the energy to accomplish all that I will to do. Behind my every act is God's infinite power. Now just sit in that feeling of unlimited possibility. For behind everything that you would attempt, whether outward or inward, is God's infinite power. Just feel a beautiful inner smile coming over your entire being as you realize what's truly available to you. Possibilities without limit. Take this joy into a few minutes of meditation. slowly bring your attention a little more outward, and as you're ready, slowly open the eyes once again. As you go into your next activity, remember this principle of willingness. Joyful willingness will draw so much more energy into whatever you do than any attitude of grim determination ever could. Joy to you.